And now, ladies and gentlemen, we would like to invite Mr. Thomas Wakert, President of ITTF, to present his speech. Please give him a big hand.
Ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, that is what we want, exciting crowd here in Malaysia. Thank you very much for today, for this exciting match.
You're here for the presentation of the women's team. We're just hearing from the ITTF president, Mr. Thomas Weikart.
Everybody enjoyed this really exciting match, and congratulations to the runners-up, to Japan. Really good match. And of course, congratulations to our friends of China. Thank you very much.
So Mr. Thomas Weikart, ITTF president, delighted to give a thanking speech, just congratulating both teams.
I think
nice
we
touch.
saw fantastic and exciting matches during this week. We saw fantastic and hard work from all the volunteers here, and we had a really good media exposure in this week. Thanks to our title sponsor, Perfect, for the support for these championships. Thanks all the major sponsors, Lipa, China Unicorn, Tissot. Thanks to all the equipment sponsors, NDO, Butterfly, Double Happiness. Yeah, I hope we will have a very exciting men's final today in the evening. I hope you will be all there and clap for Japan and clap for China. Thank you very much. See you all again next year in Düsseldorf. Bye.
And finishes off to wish us well for next year. Düsseldorf, of course. Mr. Thomas Weikart from Germany, headed up the German Table Tennis Federation before becoming ITTF president.
People of all ages, it's now time for the handover of the Egypt Cup. The Egypt Cup, the symbol of friendship of the championships, shall be handed over to the representative of the city where the next championships will take place. Ladies and gentlemen, the next city is Düsseldorf. German Table Tennis Association shall hold the Egypt Cup until the next championships. And now, let's invite Mr. Han Ki-juan, Chairman, Organizing Committee of the Perfect 2016 World Team Table Tennis Championships.
So now the Egypt Cup will be passed from the current organising committee here in Malaysia to the head of the next organising committee of the next championships.
President of the Egypt Table Tennis Association.
So there we have Mr. Han Ki-juan, chairman of the organising committee here in Kuala Lumpur for the Perfect 2016 World Table Tennis Championships. He will pass the Egypt Cup to Mr. Alain Meshrif, president of the Egypt Table Tennis Association.
Mr. Alain will then pass it on to
who will then pass the Egypt Cup to Mr. Michael Geiger, who's the president of the German Table Tennis Association, where next year it will be back to singles action in Düsseldorf. Fantastic formal proceedings here
There you have it,
in the
guys.
Malawati
The
Stadium.
Egypt Cup.
Mr. Michael Geiger, president of the German Table Tennis Association, now takes ownership of the Egypt Cup to take back to Germany. They'll already be well underway with their preparations in terms of the logistics, the venue, and how they're going to run the organisation, booking hotels, everything else is required to put on a World Championships. Again, we switch to singles next year. This is the team. Next team will be in Halmstad, Sweden in 2 years' time. So next year, Germany, Dusseldorf for World Championship singles.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we are proud to present to you the most valuable player for the women's team event of the perfect 2016 World Team Table Tennis Championship. Ladies and gentlemen, the most valuable player for the women's category is none other than Li Xiaoxia.
Li Xiaoxia wins the most valuable female
To present
player
the
here
award,
at the
please
World
give a warm
Championships
welcome
here
to
in
Translator
Malaysia.
Dr.
Another
Koo Yuan
accolade
Kim,
for this incredible
President,
athlete,
Table Tennis Association
the
of
current
Malaysia,
Olympic champion,
and
having
Chairman
won in
of
London
Perfect China.
2012.
Also
She must
Chairman,
have a house
Perfect
full
China
of
Company
trophies. She
Limited.
might
Thank
have to
you.
build another extension. She's 28 years old.
One
Normally,
more time,
for
up
Chinese
again
players, that's
to
starting to get a
our
little bit
most
old, would you
valuable
believe?
player, Li
Young players coming through in their
Xiaoxia.
droves. But fantastic for Li Xiaoxia. And you can see what it means to her. She's delighted. The most valuable female player here in Malaysia, Li Xiaoxia. Congratulations. Fantastic performance in her second match against Kasumi Ishikawa, coming back in that final from 2-0 down to win 3-2. Incredible. And they're having a chill out.
Very
a little
relaxed.
sit down on a Sunday afternoon here in Kuala Lumpur. Congratulations,
Thank you very
Li
much.
Xiaoxia.
Congratulations. Thank you. That's Dr. Koo Yuan Kim. Congratulations, Li Xiaoxia from China. Well done. Ladies and gentlemen, the moment we've all been waiting
Time for
is
the
right here.
presentation
It
ceremony.
is now time for the Women's Team Awards ceremony for the perfect 2016 World Team Table Tennis Championship. Let's welcome the women, the winners for the women's event. Let's give them a big hand.
So we're getting ready to welcome the medalists into the arena.
One more time, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the winners of the women's event.
And they come through the medal presentation party coming through.
Louder!
Beautiful national Malaysian
I'm sure
dress.
everyone can do better than that. Come
A
on.
Malaysian style throughout the presentation, no doubt, in terms of what the players will receive. It's great to see some national culture coming through at these events. Wonderful to bring the world of table tennis together. And this crowd waiting to welcome back into the arena the players as the presentation party make their way around to the podium. What a championships it's been. 78 women's teams, 4 divisions, highs and lows, smiles and tears, joy and sadness, all in the name of sport, all in the name of table tennis.
Right, ladies
Another
and gentlemen, I
fantastic
believe
World
they did not hear
Championships.
your applause. I think everyone has to work a little bit harder and give them a big, big round of applause before they come out. Is everybody ready?
I think they are. Is everybody ready?
Are you ready to put your hands together and give a big, big
Yes,
hand?
we are.
And welcome the winners for the women's team event. I hope you are, because they're coming up any moment now.
Sometimes it just takes a little bit of time for players to get ready. They've just played the final. Some of the players just probably in the background getting ready for their moment here. It's a very important moment. They've worked hard throughout their career.
Louder, guys.
They have
I
worked
know you
hard
can do better
throughout the
than
last
that.
2 years since
Come
the
on.
last team championships in Tokyo. And they've worked hard throughout these championships in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia.
The anticipation is killing me. David?
Ladies and gentlemen, once again,
And we'll be
welcome
waiting
the
for
winners
third
of
place
the
and
women's
bronze
team
medalists.
event. let's give them a
Then
big
silver, and of course
hand. Come
world
on.
champions and gold medalists when they leave this arena. The Malawani Stadium in Shah Alam, Kuala Lumpur.
Your winners for the
Third
women's event.
place, Team Chinese Taipei, represented by Cheng.
And so the players' teams come in. We've got Korea DPR, who are coming out first there, and followed by Chinese Taipei.
Let's give them a big hand, yeah? They're all coming out now.
Finishing third and taking bronze medals, reaching the semi-final. Silver medalists, Japan, and they're giving a wave to their following, China.
Here they are, ladies and gentlemen.
That's Japan just at the end. They take up the
The
silver
star
medalist
players.
position for the podium. Numbers there clearly marked. Big podium here for World Championship teams because both semi-finalists receiving bronze medals. What an achievement to get to the semi-final. The top 4 teams of 78 teams here in Malaysia. Of course, the event gets bigger and bigger in terms of the development that the ITTF are doing around the world.
Welcome,
Fantastic
ladies and gentlemen.
programs. But it
The
creates a
third
challenge
place
as well logistically for
goes
putting on
to
such massive World Championships.
Team
But we enjoy them
Democratic
when they are on,
People's
regardless
Republic
of the size.
of Korea. A big hand, Ri Myung-soon,
And so there we go. It's the
Ri
DPR Korea.
Myung-gong, Kim Song-ee, Chu Hoi-sim, and their coaches, Kim
Ri
Jin-myung.
Myung-sun, Ri
Present
Myung,
the bronze
Kim
medal
Sung-hee,
for third
Cha
place. Please
Jo-sim.
welcome Mrs. Petra Sorling, Executive Vice President of ITTF. Round of applause.
And the medals will be presented by Mrs. Petra Zorling, ITTF Executive Vice President. They lost 3-1 in their semi-final to Japan. Korea DPR. It was a great battle, but it wasn't to be for them this time. They still look delighted, and so they should be, reaching the semi-final of the Worlds in an Olympic and Paralympic year as well. Rio to follow later in the year.
Presenting the official championship mascot, please welcome Dr. Sri Chua Fo Kian, Vice President of TTAM. A round of applause, please.
And to present the mascots to the Korea DPR team, it's Dato Sri Chua Poo Chuan, Vice President of TTAM. Mascots, of course, Year of the Monkey. There we go. Nothing like bringing something to life. Well done, Korea DPR.
Also,
Bronze
in third
medalist,
place,
third place.
ladies and gentlemen,
Congratulations.
please welcome
Korea
Team
DPR.
Chinese Taipei,
Also bronze medalist then. The
represented
team
by
from
Cheng
Chinese
Yi-cheng,
Taipei.
Chen Su-yu, Chen Xin-zu, Lin
Cheng
Xingyin,
Yi-cheng,
Lin
Chen Su-yu,
Chua-hui,
Chen
Coach
Xian-zu,
Xu
Liu
Long-chen.
Xingyin, and Lin Chia-hui. Delighted coach as well.
To present
Congratulations.
the bronze medal, please welcome
They lost
Dr. Wu
3-0
Sui-lian,
in their semi-final
CEO of
against
Perfect
China,
China
but
Company.
it's nothing to be embarrassed about. China in ridiculous form. In fact, they haven't lost a match here. Could have in the final there against Japan perhaps, but not really anywhere else. Formidable form. And handing out the medals, Dato Wu Sui-lian, CEO of Perfect China Company. They were the number 8 seeds here in these World Championships, Chinese Taipei. Perhaps not expected to make the last 4, to make the semi-final, but they defeated Hong Kong
Thank you.
through the draw to take up that position and the route into the semi-final. Congratulations, Team Chinese Taipei, third place in bronze. bronze medalists here at the Perfect 2016 World Team Table Tennis Championships in Malaysia.
The official championship mascot, please welcome Sharif Hajim, Executive VP of ITTF.
And they'll now receive their mascots, which will be presented by Mr. Sharif Hajim, ITTF Executive Vice President. And despite there being some logistic challenges here to deliver the event in Kuala Lumpur, it has been a fantastic event when it boils down to the table tennis, the action on the table. Volunteers have been superb. And the action in the venues. 2 halls here. We're obviously in Hall 1, show courts for global streaming around the world. There was, of course, lots of action happening in a second hall. And there are practice halls also, so it's not easy just putting on a World Championships for all of these countries taking part. 78 in the women and over 80 in the men.
Very exciting.
But there we are, Team Chinese
Second
Taipei,
place,
also 3rd place, along
silver
with
medal
Korea DPR.
goes to Team Japan.
Runner-up and silver medalist then. The team that we just
Let's give
saw,
Team Japan a round of applause, as they would like to give a
What a
handshake to
fantastic
all the
fight they
winning
put up in that final.
athletes
Number
and
2
players.
seeds, finished second 2 years ago
Ladies
in
and gentlemen,
Tokyo.
representing
Wasn't
Japan,
to be.
Mima Ito. Ai Fukuhara. Kazumi Ishikawa.
And they just come round on to the podium.
Misako Wakamiya.
And there they are being announced.
Yui
They're
Hamamoto.
delighted.
And
Ai
coach
Fukuhara, Kasumi
Yasukayu
Ishikawa, Mima Ito,
Murakami.
Masako Wakamiya, Yui Hamamoto.
The silver medal presented by
Silver
Mr.
medalists.
Shizi Hao,
Close
Executive
games.
Vice President of
Ai Fukuhara
ITTF.
losing
Please
in 3
give him a
close-ish
big
games
hand.
to Lucy Wen in the first match. Kasumi Ishikawa 2-0 up against Li Xiaosha. That was an amazing start, lost 3-2. And Mima Ito took the lead against Ding Ning, but wasn't to be, losing 3-1. And the medalists will be presented by Mr. Shi Jihao, ITTF Executive Vice President. Getting closer though, I think the world benefits from a strong challenge against the Chinese teams. They've been so dominant, not only in the women's game, but the men's game also. They train so hard. They've got a great base of participation to choose from in terms of their performance pathway, developing players from schools, grassroots, into clubs, into the elite programs. You can't deny that what they put in, they certainly get back out in trophies and medals. But Team Japan here, winning the silver medal and finishing second.
And
They've
now,
get closer.
presenting the official
Who knows?
championship mascot,
With an Olympics
please
just around the
welcome
corner for
Yang
them.
Bahagia,
They've got to
Tuan
take a lot of
Amiruddin
positives
bin
from that
Shari,
performance.
Selangor State Executive
3-0
Councillor
score doesn't
for
really
Youth
do it
Development,
justice.
Sports,
Fantastic
Culture
table
and
tennis.
Entrepreneur Development. Please
In a great
give him a big
atmosphere.
hand.
So to present the mascots, Mr. YB Chuan Amiruddin bin Shari, Selangor State Executive Councillor for Youth Development, Sports, Culture and Entrepreneur Development here in Malaysia. Hopefully the sports, culture and political representatives will be pleased with what they're seeing here today. Over 7,000 in the venue. Huge following in Asia for table tennis, growing all the time with the support of ITTF, their global programs, the way they're marketing these events. Of course, the World Tour happens in every corner of the globe. You can follow it always on ITTV, as well as, of course, streamed through your own national broadcasters.
2016 World Team Table Tennis Championship champion, Team China!
So, the world champions and the gold medalists defeating Team Japan in the final 3-0, retaining their crown in front of this amazing crowd that's come in
Representing
today
China,
from China.
Li Xuwen, Li Xiaoxia, Ding Ning,
Team
Zhu
China then,
Yuling,
gold
Cheng Meng, and
medalists,
coach Kong
champions,
Ming Hui, ladies
Lu
and gentlemen.
Xiwen, the
Once
world
again,
number
let's give a
one.
big hand to Team
Ding
China.
Ning, the current world champion. Zhu Yuling, the current Asian champion. Chen Meng and Li Xiaoxia, the current Olympic champion.
The gold medal presented by Mr. Khalil Al-Mohannadi, Deputy President of ITTF. A round of applause, please.
And the medals will be presented by Mr. Khalil Al-Mohannadi, ITTF Deputy President. Ding Ning, world champion, fought back against Mima Ito in that last singles. Lu Xiwen, current world number one. She got off to a flyer in the first game against Ai Fukuhara, winning 3-0. Zhu Yuling delighted with hers. Coach Kong Ling Hui, of course. Olympic champion 96 in Atlanta. Cheng Meng, and then in the end here we have Li Xiaoxia, who won an amazing second game there, 3-2 against Kasumi Ishikawa, the current Olympic champion.
Mr. Eric Hong Kok Wai, Deputy Chairman of Perfect China Company.
The mascots presented to the winners there, China, will be Mr. Eric Ho Kok Wai, Deputy Chairman of the Perfect China Company, getting a huge response from the crowd. People from China who, his staff apparently, who he's flown in from China to be in Kuala Lumpur to support the Chinese team. What a way to reward your staff, bringing them all the way to Malaysia for the World Championships. They've made a huge contribution. The atmosphere was electric. And no doubt they'll be back.
Thank you.
In about 2 hours' time.
And now, let's welcome
when we have the men's team final, also China against Japan.
President of Table Tennis Association of Malaysia and Chairman
voice.
of Perfect China Company Limited, to present the champions plaque to the women's team champion.
They were in formidable form, China, winning throughout. Incredible. Plaque presented now by Mr. Tang Shri Ku, UN Kim, TTAM President. And the Corpulent Cup to the world champions, the
Ladies
team.
and gentlemen, the Corpulent Cup for the champion.
Presented by Mr. Christian Palierna, President of the French Table Tennis Federation, and there it is, it's lifted aloft by those world-class players. They've done so well. Difficult to see how the rest of us can catch up with them. Japan give it their best.
Can we give them all another round of applause?
And
a big hand, please. Let's take some pictures.
Let's take some pictures. And then, of course, we will have the national anthem. Crowd are really in great voice here. They've enjoyed a great championship.
To come to the podium and take a group photograph.
They've cheered the team on. They've been in fine form. They've shown how formidable they are. Japan put on a good fight. It's an Olympic year. They'll all be going for gold in Rio. But for now, they can be happy in an unbelievable performance. None of those players defeated here.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain where you are. After this, we would like to invite everyone to be upstanding for the national anthem.
We will
for Team
all rise
China.
for the national
Please stand
anthem
by.
of the world champions, China. Final photographs been taken, preparation being made.
Ladies and gentlemen, right now, I would like to invite everyone to remain where they are. Please be upstanding. Would everyone
Presentation
please
party
rise?
make their way to the side now after the photograph.
Everyone please
And now
rise. Please be upstanding.
We will be upstanding
We'd like to
for
invite
the national
everyone to
anthem
turn to my left
of China.
for the national anthem for Team China.
And how many times have we heard that national anthem in the world of table tennis? And how many more times will we hear it through 2016 in this Olympic and Paralympic year? Will we hear that national anthem again today for the men's team? We will find out in just over 2 hours' time when China's men will take on Japan again. But for now, it's congratulations to the women's team from China. Lu Xiwen, Ding Ning, Zhu Yuling, Chen Meng, Li Xiaoxia, and Coach Kong Lin Gui. They have been imperious this week in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. 24 matches, 24 victories, all singles matches won. Couple of close ones, couple of close shaves. They were strong, they were resilient, they believed in themselves. They've had great training behind them. They take the Corbelan Cup. They take those baskets and those medals with them as they're crowned world champions. We hope you enjoyed that action. We hope you can join us for the men's team final between China and Japan. The same lineup again as the women's team final. We hope you join us then. But for now, congratulations. Team China, they are women's team world champions. I'm Johnny Cowan. I was joined by Jill Parker. From us for now, goodbye.